Okay, following on from my TikTok hit when I talked about veils, I've got actually more veil information to give you today because we've just started to become stockists of Daisy Sheldon's embroidered veils, which are beautiful. Now, this is something we've been asked for a lot. I think everyone was very aware of embroidered veils, particularly with Hailey Bieber, with her "Till Death Do Us Part" embroidered on her veil. So never one to kind of shy away from this. I actually was introduced to Daisy by the magic of Instagram as well when I was asking for people to give me recommendations for things. So Daisy has come and I've spoken to her a lot. She's incredibly lovely. So she makes these handmade veils and I've just got a little edit of 5 here to start with. But I think the choices that you can have are pretty infinite. But let me just walk you through what we've got. So we have a classic 2-tier veil. So this has got the blusher. It's very, very long because I think one of the things that you do need to think about, we've just been filming with these today, is the fact that you need to be able to read the embroidery or see the embroidery potentially just below the train. So this is the Camellia standard design. So it's really pretty script with, I mean, we've just used M&B all the way through this for Miss Bsuh or whatever, just because we wanted something as an example. So that's the sort of camellia one, which is lovely. It's quite an ornate embroidery with camellia flowers on it. We have also got a slightly simpler one, which is the forget-me-not design. So literally just putting a tiny scroll of embroidery just at the base of the veil with initials and the wedding date, which I think is really, really beautiful. You can also have the script put on the bottom of here. Now, I didn't know what to put on here. I needed something fairly non-religious and something quite neutral. So I decided to put "Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours" on here, which is a Stevie Wonder song, which we actually had at mine and my husband's wedding. So that's what I've chosen there. There is also use of colour. Now this is very, very simple. The colours are standard colours that Daisy has suggested, very neutral pastels, like knocked back, very British kind of pastels, but you've got a complete choice of colourways available to you. So this would give you a very sort of country vibe to like quite a simple dress. And also you can tuck a little kind of personalisation in here again, so you've got a monogram and date option just to be within the flowers. And finally we have our Miss Bsuh special one here, which was designed based on being sort of thinking about our arch, what we do, obviously the famous bush yellow, and again putting the M&B in the middle of the veil. And also we've put the date of the solstice on here because that's a day that we all like to get together and pretend we're witches and burn yellow candles and make resolutions for the future. That's just a little team building thing we do. We're not actually witches. So that's kind of the Miss Bsuh special one there, done with yellow. I've heard from Daisy that she will put anything on there. Star Wars characters, dogs, your pets. Maybe we won't go quite as far as that, but also she will also provide, if you've got one of our ribbon edge veils or one of our pearl veils and you just want to include a little personalisation, you can also just get her simply to do sort of initials or a date or a monogram for you on a different type of veil as well. So I'm really, really pleased to be able to bring this service. Need to remember that she's a single artisan person, so we need to kind of give at least 6 weeks turnaround on this. So try and think about this. If you love this idea, try and give that some thought sooner than, say, maybe your last fitting. So we can obviously get plain veils quite quickly, but this kind of thing is going to need some thought ahead about it, particularly if we have to go backwards and forwards on colours, script design, text. You know, it's put it in with before your seating plan, maybe in with your invitations. So maybe it could echo your invitation design. There's loads of really, really cool ideas, and I'm sure that very soon we'll be kind of inundating her with demand.